In this video, I'm going to go over what kind of results you can actually expect from an SEO campaign, and in terms of leads and actual results you'll get from that, not just rankings and traffic. So in a previous video, I already covered how long does SEO actually take to work. I'm going to put a link above to that video so you can go watch that. That will give you an idea of how long you can expect SEO to take when you start on a new website all the way up for it to ranking and getting traffic and leads. What I'm going to do in this video is give you an idea of what kind of conversion rates you can expect and how many leads you can expect to get based on the amount of traffic that you're getting through the website. Now, what I've done is I've opened up 5 different websites that I'm currently working on, and I'm going to show you the numbers from these websites so that you can see, because across all of them, there is actually a pattern in terms of what kind of result occurs. Now, these websites have all been done in the strategy that I have spoken about in many of my previous videos. They're all local businesses, and I've done a lot of my content strategy on them. So I've done a lot of the blogs to try and get traffic going to the informational keywords, answering the keyword questions, targeting all the different service pages with all the keywords for each of the different services, etc. So this is the method that I've spoken about, and it's the method I use, and that's what I've done on all these sites. So basically, we can take a look and see across all of these websites. I've shown as far back as I can go on all of them the timeline so you can see how long it will take. And basically, what we can see here is if we take a look at organic search, all of them are going to have different numbers of visitors because you're always going to have different amount of traffic coming from different niches. Some of these rank higher than others. Some of them I've been working on 2 or 3 times as long as some of the other ones, etc. But basically, you can see here a general pattern where if we take a look at the key events, and the key events that are tracking here are form submits, email clicks, and phone numbers across all of them, which is basically meaning any lead that they get. So if somebody clicks the phone number to call them or submits the form to email them or emails them, it's going to track that. And so if we take a look here under user key event rate, you can see here that this particular website, they have had 3.83% conversion rate across the entire website coming specifically from organic search. Now, what I want to show you is if we take a look across all of these sites, you're going to start seeing a similar pattern. So first of all, you can also see the increase is largely similar. You can see how these have this increase like that. You can see the increase here. This pattern you're going to see across all of these basically. And what we can see here as well is, again, user key event rate, which is the conversion rate, is 4.6% on this one. This one's a bit higher. And the reason why is because this one's ranking for more service pages and commercial-based pages, whereas the other one had a lot more informational intent pages. Now, that's something you have to keep in mind. I'm going to go into that a little bit later. I'm just going to show you the numbers first, and then we'll discuss that in a minute. You can see here, this one has 1.86% conversion rate, and you can see the increase is sort of similar. This one's a much shorter time span though. This is less than 6 months, and what's ranking is mostly informational content, which is why the conversion rate is slightly lower. Like I said, I'll go into that in a second. Another one here to give you an example, this one's also relatively early site. It's been less than a year. That's getting a 1.84 conversion rate. And one more, you can see the similar pattern. This one I've been working on for like 2 or 3 years now. It's only showing the last year and a bit because before that was not on GA4. But you can see here their user conversion rate is about 3.08%. So across all these, you can see the pattern here. The conversion rate is roughly between 2 to 3% across all of them on average. And so that is approximately what you can expect to get when it comes to doing local SEO with the informational strategy for the keywords that I speak about. So what that means is you make all the different service pages that are all the commercial intent pages supposed to rank for all the keywords like, plumber near me and, block toilet repair, family law firm, things like that, right? You have the service pages for those. Those are commercial pages. And then on top of that, you start building informational content around all of these topics to try and rank for them and then funnel people into the commercial pages. And so what you're seeing here is the sites that I've been working on for a longer period of time. For example, this one, you can see that they have a higher conversion rate. Another example of that is this one, which is ranking for a lot of commercial-based content as well, 3.8%. And this one as well, the highest, 4.6%, because this one is primarily commercial pages. We haven't done a lot of informational content yet. And so that's why these have a higher conversion rate, because the pages they have that the traffic is coming to is more commercial. These ones, which are slightly newer sites, we have the commercial pages, but they're ranking for a lot of the informational stuff because those are the easier keywords. And as you can see, the conversion rate is slightly lower. Same thing on this one. Now, that's not necessarily a bad thing because as long as you get more traffic, as you get more traffic for more informational content, the overall conversion rate is going to come down because informational content is never going to convert as high as the commercial pages, but you're going to get more traffic. And as a result, that's all going to convert eventually. But what I wanted to show you is at least give you some kind of benchmark and numbers of what you can expect to happen when you're actually doing SEO for a type of website or business like this, so that you have something to work off and measure against. Because otherwise, you might be expecting a 10% conversion rate across the whole site, which is basically not going to happen unless it's only ranking for very specific commercial keywords. Or maybe you only have a like 0.5% conversion rate, in which case you've got a problem and you need to start increasing something. So ultimately, the point of this video is to show you that in my experience, if you're doing a local business or any kind of service business really with lead tracking as the conversion, so forms and phone number clicks, then you should be getting somewhere in the roughly 2 to 3% conversion rate across the whole website, including informational content. On the commercial pages, it should be closer to 5 to 10%, but across the whole site, you should be somewhere here. If you're well below this bar, then you need to go do some conversion rate optimization and potentially look at what keywords you're targeting and target more commercial-based keywords, and also improve the pages on the website if they are already ranking for commercial keywords, and increase the conversion rate so that you actually get more leads and make more money from these sites. So hope you guys enjoyed this one and got an idea of what you should be looking at, what kind of benchmarks you can expect. If you want my help with SEO, you can go to dominatemarketing.io and book a call with me there, and I'll see what I can do to help. Otherwise, hope you enjoyed this one, and I'll catch you on the next one.